it says here on page 271, a section about American Indians owe Black Americans. Now that right there throws a lot of people off when they hear that. You said American Indians are indebted to Black Americans for reparations, notwithstanding the popular image of American Indians as an oppressed people. You go on to say that in 1790, George Washington encouraged Indians to become, quote, civilized by modeling their behavior after white European colonialists. Of course, you say much more about how they heeded Washington's admonition and became slaveholders and slave traders like civilized whites. Did y'all hear that? Our people, too many of us don't really understand that those who we were led to believe were oppressed, and whose land they say was stolen, and people that were ravaged, even though we know they were Black natives as well. But you specifically called this out, and you also took legal action as it relates to some of these treaties. Talk to us about that.
Well, that I went back. See, in contrary to see in movies and here in the news about what they call 1816 or something, with the first Blacks coming to America. That's all hogwash. Blacks have been in this country for centuries. The first ones came in way back. They were called Folsom people. That was the first people on Earth, period. And so they laid the foundation for everything that's going on in the world. You know, and so-called Indians today are just Asians that crossed the Berlin Straits probably about 16,000 years ago. But they crossed over. Black folk had been in this country all across it, and they came across the Straits too, and came down from Canada and down into what's called Arizona and Texas, and set up colonies down there. The Folsom people, those are the oldest people in this country, not what you call Indians nowadays. 90% of so-called Indians today is nothing but white folk speaking, pretending, and looking like Indians because they want to get by and get benefits that should have been going to Black folk. We had a Dawson Act that says that Indians, Blacks who were slaves to Indians are entitled to everything that everybody else has in this country, including what Indians are getting. You have a federal bureau right now for Indian affairs that give $135,000 a year to every Indian in the United States. They get tons of money from the rock cafes to the Seminole Indians down in Florida through the gambling casinos. And Black folk, they all of those tribes, the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creeks, and Cherokee Indians, and my family, I had ancestors that were Indians, and they were part of the Greeks. And again, they signed on with the whites and got paid to chase down every runaway slave and bring him back to the master. And they also got $25 for every runaway they brought back. They got $22 for every one they brought back, and they couldn't bring him back alive to bring back his scalp with his ears attached to the scalps and bring those back, and he got paid for it. And also they got paid to whip those Blacks unmercifully in the woods before they bring them back to the white master to scare the hell out of him so he would never try to run away again. And they fought with the South. They signed a contract with the South to fight to maintain slavery. And right now, they're still in the government, and the government took the money that should have gone to Black folk, went into the Federal Indian Bureau, and what we sort of thought, and Black folks should have had what we call a Native Black Americans Federal Bureau that would have been providing all these benefits to Black folk. But all those benefits are going to Indians. They get them every year, and that's why Obama gave money, all kinds of money to the Indians, and not one penny to Blacks.
Did you all hear that?